Yo! Look, y'all. There's a saying that goes, the same things that'll make you smile or make you cry. And for you Pittsburgh Steelers fans, that couldn't be more than the truth. I mean, all them Super Bowl, y'all remember the Super Bowl days, man? Y'all remember Big Ben and Santonio Holmes? Y'all remember the good days, Plax, Le'Veon, Antonio Brown. And now, that same guy that made y'all smile is breaking y'all hearts. And I'm talking about old man, noodle arm, needs to retire. Please draft another quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, no, this ain't a typo. 73 overall is being kind. I mean, he's not that far from Mason Rudolph and Dwayne Haskins, honestly. He can't push the ball down his field, and whatever you want to say about his mind, his arm can't do that anymore. What we will do in this rebuild, honestly, because they have a lot of talent on this team, we need to first and foremost rebuild this offensive line, because Najee Harris is a stud back, and with a good offensive line, he can be one of the best in the league. But quarterback, we need one. And honestly, we're probably going to draft one. I don't see defensively. I mean, y'all see the colors. Other than the secondary, this is a pretty doggone good defense. Can't really complain about much, even though, I'm up it a little bit. Get it back to more steel curtain type days. You feel me? But Melvin Ingram is fine. You guys love to rush the passer, so that's perfect. Joe Schobert, Devin Bush, we don't have any problems there. Joe Schobert might be a little older, but Devin Bush is a young stud, I believe. Casey Hayward, great. We probably going to move him. Actually, we'll probably keep him right there. Even at 32 years old, he's still a pretty good player with superstar Dev. The cornerback spot is where you guys need help, and you guys have needed help there for years. So, Steelers fans, rock with me as I build y'all back to the top of the division, man. So I'm going to make a couple moves, and then we'll be back. First, I told y'all offensive line help is key. When it comes to the Steelers, I need an offensive line so Najee Harris can ball out. So Cameron Sutton, a first-round pick in 2 years, will get us Lane Johnson, one of the best right tackles in the league. Next, you got a 34-year-old D tackle. Not a bad player, Tyson Alualu, but a young stud corner is what we're going to bring in Trevon Diggs. He has star development, I believe, so he should develop pretty nicely, and by next year, should be one of our top corners. Next, we're going to bring in a young, speedy corner, I don't know, probably mid-20s, in Jonathan Jones, for Kilo Smith and a third-round pick this year. Next, the Kansas City Chiefs just got a stud left tackle, so we just going to take him. With Alex Highsmith going for Orlando Brown Jr., Orlando Brown will come in and play tackle for us. Next, Justin Lane, the third corner on the team and a second-round pick in 2 years, is going to get us Jawan James. I'm going to move him into guard. And then we probably still have two more offensive linemen we need to pick up. Okay, look. Steelers fans might get mad at me. Y'all might like the deep man, Deontay Johnson. Also a good return man. And Casey Edward, I said nothing but complimentary things about. But they have to go. We need to pick for a quarterback. And that's gonna stop all these trades, because at the end of the day, this I can't make it happen right now. Not right now. We ain't no playoff team right now. We're gonna go on ahead. Y'all not even gonna see the mid-season mark. Let's just go ahead and send to the playoffs. We'll see the stats then. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This team is, other than defensively, we got some pieces, obviously. Big Ben running the helm is not gonna win us any games. It's just not gonna happen. So with those two first-round picks, we need a quarterback. That's number one. And then we'll go from there. As we finish the season 5-12, perfect. We're right in the mood for a quarterback then. We needed to lose every game possible. But I will show y'all the stats. Offensively, we probably were terrible. Yeah. Defensively, yeah, we weren't that bad. 4,292 yards, 24 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. See, Madden gonna make you think Ben can still play quarterback. Hopefully he retires, so then we could just get past that. Rushing, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns, but behind that offensive line is not complete yet. But 1,000 yards for our rookie back, I like that. Receiving wise, Juju Smith-Schuster, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, like that. Chase Claypool, 915 and 7 touchdowns, love that. Najee Harris, 442 and 2 touchdowns, love that. Defensively, there's only one man we're looking at, Mr. TJ Watt, 19 and a half sacks, love to see that. And defensively, we took the ball away a lot. Javon Diggs, shout out my young dog. 4 interceptions, love to see that. Forced fumbles, we had a few. Fumble recoveries, we had a few. Fumble yards, had a few. 1 block kick from my boy Mika Fitzpatrick. 2 safeties, Melvin Ingram and Isaiah Buggs. Okay. So a couple miscellaneous stacks we usually don't get. But now this is when we're really going to start to deep dig into this team. And we need to cut them down from the roots and just start to grow new plants. Let's go ahead and get to the Super Bowl and see if we got any development trait upgrades. I would be hoping for Trevon Diggs, if anybody. As we just going to go ahead and look at the roster. It's the only thing I think I didn't do. Juwan James did not get moved up, which is going to change. And that might help the offensive line as well. Defensively. Yeah, Trevon Diggs didn't go up because they still had Joe Hayden starting over him. That is terrible. But Jonathan Jones did get superstar, so that makes up for it. Mika Fitzpatrick, the rest of the team, look at Melvin Ingram III got superstar as well. Now the question is, will that stick around after the Super Bowl? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So hold on 1 minute, y'all. As y'all saw the injury thing, so hold on. Before I do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and turn off injuries. Got to make sure we do that. Because now the season's really starting to start. So, injuries are off now. But now the question is, do we still have those development upgrades for Melvin Ingram? Because if we do, he stays. If we don't, he's probably off the team. And we do. Okay. So he has to stay. Even at that age, superstar development is nice. So let me go to re-sign players, and we're going to have to re-sign Melvin Ingram. He's a guy we got to re-sign. He's probably going to be first on the list, right? Yeah, he's up here. 84 overall. Juju Smith-Schuster. $43 million. Corvette, huh? Hop in a jet. He needs the contract. Nah, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it, man. I'm not really a big Juju guy, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Glorified number 2 receiver. Boy, that's a tough one for me. Orlando Brown, we need you. We need you. You're blocking for Najee. Melvin Ingram, we need you. You got superstar Dev. He's going to test our free agency, and I can't give him. Okay. Eric Ebron, Butterfingers. That's coming from a Lions fan. He ain't never do nothing for us, so I ain't no fan. Trey Turner, we're going to resign. For sure. Terrell Edmonds can walk the rest. And Ben wants a contract. He must be 66 overall. Are you kidding me, man? We're going to sign Juju, though. I mean, we need the sponsorship dollars from TikTok. Come on, Juju. He didn't even fight with me. He took the deal. So, free agency now. And I also need to look at what we're looking at as far as salaries. Depending on what we're looking at, man, somebody's got to go. Juju accepted a contract. That was nice of him, though. That was nice of him because he knew I didn't want him. Savings. Mika Fitzpatrick. Joe Schobert has to go. 78 overall. It's $10 million. Almost $10 million. I can't. Jonathan Jones is staying. Juwan James went down to a 74. He's going to get cut right away anyway. I thought he was going to move, but no. He's going to get cut right away. Is there anybody else that jumps out to me? Mason Rudolph. Yes, you're holding up money, son. You're not the guy. And then, I'm sorry, but Joe Schobert at $9 million is just too much for my liking. He goes as well. Now we start rebuilding. We already know from previous rebuilds, Devontae Adams is up here. We're not signing him this time. I just can't do it. Don't want to do it. But Teron Armstead, we are re-signing. We need him. I'm willing to throw him a bag. For 2 years, get one of the best tackles in the league. Watch out, everybody. The Steelers is coming through. Come on now. Offensive line help, I told y'all. Oh, no. We're going to outbid the Raiders. Don't y'all worry about that. I'm going to give him the bag. There we go. Right above the Raiders. Oh, but... Okay, never mind. Gilly. Gilly just because of value. X Factor corner. It's just better value, man. I got to go Gilmore. Because we can easily beat out the Texans. All right, so Armstead's just too rich for my blood. Gronk in a Steelers uniform? Doesn't he just seem like a Steelers type player? Melvin Ingram walked and didn't get another offer. This dummy. I'm going to lower my offer for Gilmore and try to get Gronk as well. We're going to lower this offer for Gilly. Only because it doesn't seem like anybody can compete with us. So I'm going to lower it a little bit. Because we're already pretty much ahead of them. And then we're going to try to sign Gronk as well. With 0 points. But he might sign. We'll never know. And then we're going to go to next week. Then I'm going to reevaluate this team. We didn't get anybody. Nobody wants to play for the Steelers, huh? I got a feeling people done started jumping in on our bids. What did I say? Oh, boy. And the Ravens jumped in. Okay. We need Gilmore. That's a must. So, we're going to max out this deal almost. We need Gilmore. That's first and foremost. He's a must grab. Yeah, we need him. We don't need Fuller. We're going to have to go more budget here now. Right? Because, Dante's here. KJ Wright, some of the older guys. We could use receiver help still. Someone like Christian Kirk coming in, then we wouldn't have to worry about another receiver. That's a pretty good trio, right? We don't have any dog. Like a true number one, but you could say Chase Claypool has the potential to be a future number one. And a bunch of good receivers is sometimes better than just one great one, right? We're not bringing AB back. I just don't feel like that'd ever happen. Christian Kirk, though, we will sign him. Did that say he completely tore? That's 25 weeks, though. He should be back by the regular season, right? He should be. We should be fine there. Jason Verrett. No. Chris Harris Jr., no. Eric Ebron. Just because nobody's offering. But I like Brandon Williams more as a D tackle. We need any help we can get on that D tackle spot because we have Isaiah Buggs and that is it. So hopefully this time we get better results than the first time we simmed. And, oh boy. Gilmore rejected. We went for the jugular and we missed. Okay. Casey Hayward is just too old. Jason Verrett is too old. We have 2 top picks. Alright, well now we're going to fill in some gaps on the roster. I feel like that's got to be our move. Since we didn't pick up the big name I wanted, we're going to fill out some gaps on the roster. So, Eric Ebron, come on back. Unless Gronk is available. Which he still might be. Is Gronk available? Yeah, he's got an offer from the Bengals. I'm not really worried about Gronk then. A little older. We'll take Ebron. Running back wise, we got a superstar Najee. Kyle Fuller, 30 years old, 85 overall. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Let's offer him a nice little deal. Try to bring him in. Okay. So we got 3 guys that should help the team. Actually, 4. I think 4 guys that could definitely help the team out. You guys already know the draft class, Stingley and the crew. Why do people keep rejecting? Oh my gosh, nobody wants to play here. Okay. We did get Fuller, so our secondary looks nice. Other than strong safety, we have a decent secondary. Stephon Tuitt is here. He needs to be up here. He plays left end. We're going to have to get the best lineup just so I can see what we're looking at. A lot of holes right now, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of holes. Let me focus up. Offensively even, there's a lot of holes. Boy, I didn't expect so many people to decline. Let's get to the draft. That has never happened before to us, huh? Trials and tribulations of being a GM. All right, start the draft. I don't know what pick we got, but it's high. I know that. We are second. Perfect. New York Jets have number 1. They're taking Thibodeau, no doubt, right? Yeah, I knew it. Okay. Make selection. Oh boy. All right, now guys, we got our pick of the litter at quarterback. Malik Willis, I'm a fan of out of Liberty. Sam Howell, ups and downs, but I like him. But you already know we gotta go Spencer Rattler. Right? We got to. Spencer Rattler is the new quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Look at these stats. 85 speed, 94 throw power. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And we also have the 4th pick. As Derek Stingley went. Maybe we should have took Stingley, huh? But we already got corners, so that I don't know if that would have worked. Kyle Hamilton. Don't we need a safety? Wouldn't Kyle Hamilton fit? That 6'4" animal out of Notre Dame? Yes, we're taking Kyle Hamilton. 7th player ranked true talent and 76 overall. 89 speed at 6'4". We looking at bam, bam, Chancellor possibly. Oh my gosh. I don't think we got another good pick, so I'm going to go ahead and get to the end of the draft. But we got 2 starters. And that's better than we usually do in the draft. We definitely have 2 starters. Now, I'm going to clean up the rest of this roster. And then I will see y'all at the first week of the regular season. Okay. First, we got to bring in some D-tackle help. We don't have anybody there. Once again, Isaiah Bugs Life is the only person there. So Christian Barmore is going to come in from Wormley in a 3rd round pick. Next, a 4 and 2/6 is going to get us a superstar inside pass rusher from the Chicago Bears, Hakeem Hicks. And he will be playing on the other side of Tuitt. Now we're starting to form a defensive line I can respect. Okay. And then we had to do this, right? TJ Watt is one of the most dominant young pass rushers in the league, but why not pair him up with another one? Brian Burns, baby, on the other side of TJ Watt. Now, y'all see the vision, right? Y'all see the vision? Y'all focusing? Look at me. Y'all see the vision? Come on now. Next, I haven't made this move since last year because Isaiah Simmons is no longer a safety. Now they playing him at middle linebacker. But a 2nd round pick in 2 years brings in Isaiah Simmons, him next to Devin Bush. I want to talk about some fast sideline to sidelines, hitting boom, bow linebackers. Now we got some. You see what I'm saying? Next, we need a backup running back, right? To Najee Harris. We're going to run the ball a little bit more. We got a better offensive line. So Melvin Gordon is going to come in and be our backup running back. Next, we need a good center. Chase Rulier is probably the best we can get with a 3rd round pick, but he'll come in and be a good starter for us. Next. Took me a minute to find something that'll work for a tight end, but a 4th rounder and a 5th rounder in 2 years and Benny Snell will get us Jonnu Smith to start at tight end with Pat Firmer starting as the backup. So, now as you guys look at the team, tell me you don't like what you see. I'm gonna reorder the depth chart. I'm gonna make something shake. But y'all tell me y'all don't like what you see, man. Let me see what we're working with here. Oh, whoa. How long is Christian Kirk out for? 7 weeks? That could be a problem. But we do have... Oh, no. We need a receiver, don't we? I'm going to have to make something shake, y'all. Because we do need a receiver. Oh, boy. Maybe a backup D-tackle, too, huh? Maybe not a backup D-tackle as much. But we need a receiver. If Christian Kirk can't play... Oh, boy. Okay. I'm going to do some looking and then I'll be back. Okay, so no, this was not the plan. I'm going to be honest with y'all. This was not the plan at all. But we need a receiver that can play right away. We do lose a right guard, but I know I can get another right guard, so don't worry about that. We bring in a young stud at receiver, Jamar Chase, to play with Chase Claypool, to play with Juju Smith-Schuster, to play with Christian Kirk once he gets off of injury. So now we need to bring in a right guard. And there we go. Melvin Gordon, who we just picked up, don't worry, we'll get another backup running back in there. But Gabe Jackson will come in and play right guard. That should fix our offensive line problem and our receiver problem to start the season. Now, let me see what we're working with here. As Jamar Chase is probably going to be in the slot. Is he has superstar depth? Yeah, he's definitely our slot and probably our number 2 receiver. Yeah, he's already in the slot, perfect, and he will move up to the number 2 receiver spot. Okay, this team looks actually really, really nice. All we need is a backup running back. Ooh, let me see who we can get for the right price. We got a little cap room, so we should be able to sign someone decent. Raheem Mostert would be perfect. He's a little bit too expensive. Let me see who's a little cheaper. Chase Edmonds. Okay, or Latavius Murray. We'll go Chase Edmonds. Someone that can help out the backfield as well. And then the team is pretty much set to go. Now, I am going to switch the schemes around. We have a new quarterback. We need to get him involved, and so is Najee Harris. They both need to get involved. So, what y'all think we about to do, man? What y'all thinking with this? I love Mike Tomlin's defense, but it didn't do much for us last year, so we're going to have to think of something different. I'm going to go Denver. With that 3-4 attack, I like that. And yeah, we match it perfectly, so we're going to stick with that. Offensively, I've seen Patrick Mahomes win it a couple times. When I'm talking about MVP, I think I want to go Kansas City. Spencer Rattler in Kansas City. KC, we're going to go Kansas City. We got enough receivers. We got a tight end. Okay. We're going to go with KC. And I'll see y'all at the midseason mark. 6-1. Spencer Rattler must be balling. Right? Like, he must be balling. I think we're going to be able to see his development trait, too. He must have X Factor. Is what? 2,285 yards, 17 touchdowns, 1 interception for Spencer Rattler. Oh, my gosh. Najee Harris isn't playing as great as I want him to. 339, 3.6 yards a carry, but does have 6 touchdowns. Receiving wise, Jonnu Smith, 512 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jamar Chase at 413 and 5 touchdowns. Kansas City playbooks are kind of like Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill right here. And then 368, 3 touchdowns for Juju, 320 for Christian Kirk. He finally came back. And then Chase Claypool at 286. Defensively, T.J. Watt with 11.5 sacks. Brian Burns with 4.5. T.J. Watt might break the sack record this year. Tackles for loss, Hakeem Hicks leads the team. Devin Bush leads the team in tackles. Interception-wise, Kyle Hamilton, our rookie's balling, has 2. Isaiah Simmons has 1. Trevon Diggs has 1, and so does Minkah Fitzpatrick. Forced fumbles. 1 by Isaiah Simmons, and he recovered that. No block kicks, 1 safety by T.J. Watt. He's a baller. No defensive touchdowns. Second ranked in offense, which I'm not surprised by the numbers Spencer's putting up. And 10th ranked in defense. Nothing more really needs to be said. Let's go ahead and get to the end of the season. I think we're a lock, Ryan. We're freaking lock. Sent to the playoffs, baby. And we finished the season. Huh? I ain't got no answers for y'all. We went from the best team in the division to losing a whole bunch of games. We went like 500 the second half of the season? What in the world? Oh, whoa. Spencer Rattler balled out. Had 5,390 yards. Breaks the rookie record easily. 39 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. Rushing-wise, crap. Receiving-wise, Jonnu Smith, Christian Kirk, and Juju Smith-Schuster all get over 1,000 yards. Jamar Chase fell off the map somehow. Defensively, 21 sacks by T.J. Watt, 12.5, 8. 129 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, 1 QB sack, and 3 interceptions for Isaiah Simmons. Might be Defensive Player of the Year. Interceptions-wise, we were taking the ball away. Kyle Hamilton, Minkah, Isaiah Simmons. Forced fumbles, 3 by Devin Bush, and he recovered all 3. No block kicks, still that 1 safety, no defensive touchdowns. We were number 8 in offense and 28th in defense. Okay. All right. No, this is not the end of the video. Don't worry. We're going to fix this. There's no way. Send ahead to the Super Bowl. We're going to check out our development traits. And we also need to check out the yearly awards. And by the achievement, I can tell we got Rookie of the Year. MVP, Spencer Rattler finished 5th in the voting. Coach of the Year, I don't expect us to be up there. AFC, Offensive Player of the Year, Spencer Rattler was 2nd. Defensive Player of the Year, TJ Watt. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Spencer Rattler. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Kyle Hamilton 3rd. Best quarterback, Spencer Rattler 4th. Best running back, we're not up here. Best receiver, I doubt we're up here either. Best O-line, Best D-line, Best linebacker, TJ Watt. Best DB, nobody. So we had, let me get this right. Rookie of the Year and a Defensive Player of the Year, but that did not help us make even the playoffs? Spencer Rattler does have X Factor, which is huge. And the offensive line is still getting better. It's really just going to be about re-signing people. Because I feel like we could run it back with the same team. Kyle Hamilton had superstar. Okay. Yeah, we got to switch the defense up. Offensive playbook has to stay the same in my mind. Let's go ahead and get to the offseason. We won't be drafting, but we need to see who we can re-sign and go from there. That did not go as planned at all. Spencer Rattler's looking like an animal. TJ Watt's almost a 99 as well. But negotiate. We got 16 players. Brian Burns. Oh boy. And I'm going to have one chance. Oh boy. Okay. Brian Burns. How much money do we have? 7. Oh yeah. Never mind. We got cash. Give Brian Burns everything he wants on a 5-year deal. And don't look back. Brian Burns is signed. Mika Fitzpatrick. Give him everything he wants on a 5-year deal. And don't look back. I'm upping the money on everybody. They need to be overpaid. Stephon Tuitt at 30 years old. I almost want to run it back with the same team. We'll offer him the contract. That's fine. Stephon Tuitt we might franchise tag him. We'll see. Devin Bush is even back here. We need him. Okay, we got that deal done. And Jonathan Jones is going to be the last guy we really need. At 29 years old with superstar Dev. We're going to have to sign him to a franchise tag. $21 million? Oh boy, that's a lot of money. We might just have to try to go back and get him in free agency. Stephon Tuitt, and yeah. We're going to have to go back and get those two. Chase Edmonds is a running back, normal dev, but he can play backup. He will stay on the team. And he tests out free agency too. Nobody wants to play for the Steelers, but we did get the big name, so we're okay. Now, free agency is what we're looking at. And we got a lot of money. Now, Kareem Hunt, we don't need a running back. Aaron Rodgers, but we got Spencer Rattler. Zadarius Smith, but we got Brian Burns on the other side, but at 272. You think he could be an inside guy? J.J. Watt, we could have J.J. and T.J. Actually, we're going to do that. J.J. and T.J., I like the storyline. I like the two brothers on the same team chasing that Super Bowl. I love it all. Give J.J. the contract. We'll be number 1 in the running for J.J. Never mind. I was terribly wrong. Montez Sweat. Younger and better. Let's just go Montez here. I know storyline, but not when a stud is sitting right there. Matt Ioannidis is here. We needed defensive line help, and I wasn't able to get any in trades. So bringing him on could be huge. As you see, I'm throwing money around. I'm throwing my weight around. So maybe I should calm down a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. But we do have money to spend, and we need a defensive team this time around. Corner is a problem, right? So that's something we got to look at. Jonathan Jones is here. We wanted him back. I'm going to have money to sign him back. We're going to bring him in. 111 points should be enough. We knock out both of them. We got our middle linebackers. I am going to trade for an elite corner next year. We need an elite corner. But other than that, we're going to see who we re-sign or who we do sign out of this bunch. And it should go pretty well, I think. This should help our defense tremendously. And look at that. Accepted, accepted, accepted. Go look at the defense now. You know what I'm saying? Money, when you got money, you can make. Money talks and BS walks, folks. Plain and simple. As you see Montez Sweat. Look at this. Now, we need another stud corner. That's what we need. I love the linebackers. I love where we're looking at defensive tackle. Offensively, we're pretty much stacked. I want Jamar Chase starting pretty much because he's our number one guy, I feel like. And one of these receivers might leave just for the benefit. We need another tight end too. One of these receivers might leave to get that shutdown corner that I feel like we need. But we still got a little money. So we're going to go ahead and get that backup running back and a tight end. Tony Pollard's here. Sony Michel looks like the guy. 3-year, $14 million. I don't mind it. And then we need a tight end. Kyle Rudolph, no. Jordan Akins is fine. And then also go down there and get the old man, Zach Ertz. He might have something left in the tank. Lower the money, though. We don't need to pay him all that. We don't need to pay him all that. There we go. So those are going to be the last two signings. If we get them to sign, we filled our holes. And then it's time to go get that elite corner. And they both signed. Perfect. Let's just go ahead and get to the next season. Because what the plan is going to be is we have an extra receiver right now. And we're probably going to trade Christian Kirk and keep Chase Claypool. Trading Christian Kirk will also free us some cap just in case we need to sign somebody else, even though I don't think we will need to necessarily. And when you talk about shutdown corners, isn't Jalen Ramsey the first one that comes to mind? To me it is, right? So let me see how I put something together and I'll hit y'all up. Okay, we couldn't get Jalen Ramsey. Couldn't make it happen, y'all. I tried. The Rams are so cap-strapped because of all them big-name players we couldn't. But we got a shutdown guy. A little older, but Stephon Gilmore is going to come in here. He plays for the Broncos now, so a trade must have happened. And he is going to be our shutdown guy on one side of the field. And I feel like Stephon Gilmore, Jonathan Jones, and Trevon Diggs should get the job done. You can't tell me that this team doesn't look ready to perform. They look ready. As, once again, Jamar Chase needs to start. He's our number one receiver. And in the slot, he needs to be the guy. And he is. So that works out perfectly. The rush ends are good. Slot corner is not. It just got fixed, though. So that's right. Specialists. Yeah, slot corner is good. Offensively, Jamar Chase is our number 2. I'll put him at number 1. Told you. Number 1 receiver, I feel like Jamar Chase is. Spencer Rattler, he's just going to continue to develop, so we're fine there. But 85 overall team, our defense was terrible. We're going to do what we did in the previous video. You guys didn't see, go and check it out. What a way to finish in failure. You know, I ain't going to spoil it for you, but you'll see. Team schemes. Last video, though, we went to 4-6 and our defense was elite. Because it seems like to match. And I'm going to switch the playbook as well. Arizona has an interesting 3-4. The Chargers, aren't we? We're running more of a 4-3, though. Am I not? Wasn't that the look we had? I could be wrong. Y'all tell me. I thought it was more of a... No, we're running a 3-4. I'm right. Okay. We'll go Chicago then. We'll go Chicago. We'll keep the offense the same. I will fix it so our scheme's a little bit different. I don't know how much it matters, but I'll try to match it with the percentages. No, give us every advantage we can handle. And goodness, the Rams are falling off the map and overall. But anyway, to the mid-season mark, we'll see where we are this time around. what y'all want me to say, man? Like, I don't know. I really don't know how we're losing all these games. I have no answer for you guys. I wish I did. Did we switch? Even if we... Oh, we did switch the scheme. I went to that 4-6. Maybe that ain't the move. Okay, I'm going to switch it back. I'm going to switch it back and maybe... I don't even know. But just on talent-wise, if y'all saw the last video, we did it and it worked. I don't understand, man, how we're playing that bad. Okay, we're in the 3-4 now from here on out. It matches the same, which makes no sense. And we're going to change our offense. I'm going to go Dallas. I don't know. I'm throwing stuff to the wall hoping it sticks, but we're going to go Dallas. I'll see y'all at the end of the season, man. And some things never change, man. 8-9 is what we finished the season off with an 87 overall team. And maybe it has something to do with the strength of this division, but we're going to go ahead and look at the stats, man. And I don't know what to tell y'all. Spencer Rattler balled out again. 4,500 yards, 32 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Rushing-wise, Najee Harris played great, 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns. Receiving-wise, Jamar Chase, 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. Chase Claypool, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Juju Smith-Schuster, 904 yards, 5 touchdowns. Even Jonnu and Najee got some catches. Defensively, TJ Watt, still that man with Brian Burns. Isaiah Simmons was still elite. Interceptions. We took the ball away. Trevon Diggs with 3. Isaiah Simmons with 2. Stephen Gilmore with 1. Kyle Hamilton with 1. We had 1 block kicked by DeMarvin Overshown. No safeties. No defensive touchdowns. 17th ranked offense. So that didn't work out. And the 13th ranked defense, we did get better in there. I have no idea, man. Let's get to the end of the season. We'll see the development upgrades, but I'm baffled. I'm flabbergasted. I'm out of my mind. I've always made the playoffs, haven't I, guys? Like, what? Let's go ahead and check the roster. I don't know what we did wrong. I really don't. As Spencer Rattler looks like he's developing well. Nobody else got development upgrades on the offense. Defensively, it doesn't look like anybody got him either, from what I can tell. No, definitely not. But we did have a great defense still. I'm going to just check for you guys. Y'all can look with me how many ability slots. I think he has all of them unlocked. Doesn't have he doesn't have the last one. He's going to have to unlock at 90. But all the rest of them are unlocked for Spencer Rattler, so it would have been fun to play with him. But, man, that's anticlimactic, guys. I don't know what to tell you. That's tough. Let's go view the yearly awards. Did we win any of those? We're just going to view the top guys. No MVP, no Coach of the Year votes. AFC, no Offensive Player of the Year votes. Defensive Player of the Year, TJ Watt was 2. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we don't have any of those. Best Quarterback, Spencer Rattler was 6. Best Running Back, not top 7. Best Receiver, Christian Kirk, no longer on our team. Chase Claypool got 6. Best Offensive Lineman, we're not up there. Best Defensive Lineman, 7 is Akeem Hicks. Best Linebacker, TJ Watt was 2nd. Best DB, Trevon Diggs was 5th. Now this is a funky rebuild this time, guys. I'm still at a loss for words. 88 overall team, still build a great team, but we finished last in the division every season, it felt like. Oh boy. But, I mean, we're going to end it on a high note. I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you for all the support. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. I'm Ajax1K, and I'm out of here, man.